It seems that Nicki Minaj has settled her feud with Cardi B as she is reportedly throwing the mother of illusions to Cardi's former spouse Offset. Nobody could have anticipated this drama, since Cardi and Nicki have become significant, as long as anybody could, operations. Recall that we believe these two to be. They're never going to stop fighting, but it seems that Cardi leaning off's mentioned could have served as a signal for Nicki to attempt to mend not only their friendship, but is she openly endorsing Cardi? But she also unleashed some enormous Offset shadow, revealing him for stealing a heart and using her for. Nicki pulled some clout to compensate for filth, and she won't let him escape the hook that simple. Let's release the tea. Nicki and Offset haven't received anything yet, due to their disagreements with Sai. Nevertheless, they didn't truly go in until around this time last year. Offset had a messy disagreement with Kenneth Petty, Nicki's spouse, resulting in his imprisonment at home. You all know that Nicki doesn't have an arrest. Enjoy it when she's the target of attention. Well, the drama began and a video was released. Kenneth and his pals in a popular video outdoors, requesting compensation and using threats, should leave him whenever they see him outdoors.
Offset, where you at? That's it. I just spin that shit. I'm like a Zion. I go Kanye. Know it's shop, man. Know it's shop, yeah? We outside. Big two outside. Big Queens, right? Yeah.
Money, man. What's up?
Yeah.
What's that, man?
Yeah.
Huh?
You don't know. They said you don't know.
You're on vacation.
Yeah.
You're planning your funeral. Yeah. All the way to the street. Let's play. Let's play. What's up?
We'll meet you there.
You guys pulling anything similar? This is awful on a regular, everyday basis. Sufficient, but doing it while online. That's simply plain stupid probation. People did not take long to pull him and scrubbing the PA with a dirty Cardi for no apparent reason. Nicki naturally entangled in the chaos as well. Nicki and Kenneth received so much heat that choose to share and spill the tea. Private correspondence between Offset and him, that they got into a little altercation based on to the Offset text TMS Kenneth's inquiry for him to arrive and state your location. Your elderly men and women's affairs lack. Don't post me either because money for war. You dwell in a gangster's paradise. Charlotte as well. Kenneth answered, I'm heavy isn't hiding from any guy outdoors. In particular, no rap dude, I'm outdoors. Gangsta, you're not even a guy. Stop up. Yet no recompense for the men murders. Your people respond to them in an asymmetrical manner. A mature guy discussing ish about a lady. You people are too elderly and incontinent. Go outdoors and contemplate what you believe, yet you are not far from broken. I won't be moving from me capturing already. To put it another way, to you online I'm not. Concealing my partner to get in line. Offset cloud, stating, get some money, you guys aren't. When Offset is one, this broke the shame. Divorced and living on the streets. Himself, but countered the ongoing silliness. You guys aren't standing on any property or not a dime you broke, I know, silly guy. Kenneth then delivered a strike under the belt when he discussed takeoffs. Use that money to acquire them, murder said. Guys who murdered your spouse, my God, that's gangsta, and all of you continued to do it boldly. Each other to get up and start conversing. Garbage types, followed by Kenneth and his group. Determined to name the bluff of Offset, and really appeared. However, we're not sure what dropped between them, creating an Offset. DM Kenneth appeared out of nowhere. Why? They were really hot, yet there's a story that something occurred at the VMAs that we were unaware of, and it all somewhat makes sense given that, as I said, counterbalance slipping into Kenneth DMS very unexpectedly, Ken's video, where the Offset he was threatening went, going viral, and whoa, it got him a great deal of difficulty with the parole board, and he received a 4-month term. Home arrest in accordance with the law. Records Kenneth was captured on camera, directing menacing comments toward a particular person while employed for the firm of an individual having a criminal history, as hence, the probation officer thinks. Positioning inside the surveillance program will essentially enable closer observation, restricts his mobility, gave a green light to his non-adherence, and, ideally, promote him to consider, reconsider, and reassess his standing in the community at the moment. You're not the ones urging him to get up in a corner and consider. Kenneth Petty will take part in a time spent in a house of up to 120 days program for imprisonment that might include electronic tracking GPS at this moment when Kent bragged, I imagine, of being in a tight spot. Didn't anticipate obtaining the monitoring device fastened to his aim. Undoubtedly, Kenneth overplayed his hand there since he broke not only his parole conditions, furthermore, he had the audacity to boast about it publicly so that everyone can observe how he naturally got busted and then made fun of by the internet. This is the moment Nicki intervened and made a suggestion that countered had been fabricating assertions to the about her family's leadership, police, and CPS. To the police encircling her residence with firearms, which she wrote twice my house was encircled by big firearms. This individual want a 2-year-old family to be shot, but nothing appears on any blogs. The same individual falsely claimed to CPS if you have high-profile snitches, locations inside the music business that don't want for you to triumph, but understand they can't hulk you because of the anointing of God in my. It's hilarious how this dude lives. Not been discovered, mentioned, detained. She said, can't call the cops every time. Whenever you falter, simply stating, and a kid who has only brought people what I hope you succeed in beating the brakes off. You aren't perusing the remarks of void. Give a damn for them, then take a shit trip away from them in this way, put it in writing, and take an image. Try not to get confused by what I did. I stomp on their most stylish shoes? Body smoking, according to Vogue. So yep, Nicki and Offset seem to have had their long-standing personal feud, and all of it is included in the meat that she has been experiencing cardiac issues. It seems that she doesn't like him. She detests cardio more than she does because she seemed to have fully adopted Cardi. This Offset cardiac divorce is not visible. Not only did she openly express support for Cardi, but she further pulled Offset and charged him with stealing a cardiac catheter. For those who are unaware of, cardiac filed for separation from Offset a few days before. They've grown apart, according to an insider. That's what motivated her to make this choice. Above everything things, this is. She wants to do the primary card. Getting primary custody of is paramount. Both of their 2 children have been attempting to determine what their future. Seems like it hasn't been for a long. Anything that took place at night. There, they had both been in agreement. Wasn't pushed back. Instead, they split off, and the sensation has become more intense over time has made it inevitable. She is without hatred for him. She's hoping for the best. She won't be entering this next period in her life when she had any beef or any. She wants drama in everything. Serene, as if that weren't already chaotic enough. Additionally, Cardi disclosed her pregnancy with her 3rd child, Offset. Together, they made the pregnancy announcement on Instagram. Caption: every ending brings A fresh start I feel very fortunate to have shared with you this season. You have provided me with more life, love, and most. All my strength came back, reminding me that you made me aware that I could have it all. Never need to decide between love and life. As well as my enthusiasm, I adore you so much and excited for you to see what you enabled me to achieve what you challenged me to. It's far simpler to do this and take lives. Turn and experiment with lying down. Nonetheless, you, your sister, and your brother have shown to me why pushing, even if it's a difficult situation to be in, and Nicki just expressed her affection for. Carney says to quit being up on Twitter. On yourself, take it easy, we're all. Believed that Nicki would provide shade, Cardi, and make fun of her for her private mess, so seeing her was sort of lovely. Providing assistance, but not only was she providing cardiac assistance, but she also Offset that is visible for being a leech and having Cardi for influence and money. In all honesty, we can all assume that this outrage was having a large income as a participant in the Migos, but he hasn't since they split up. Earned so much money during his previous. Just 70,000 copies of the album Set It Off were sold during the first week following the Migos. After the breakup, no one was really looking for Offset, but Cardi attempted to insert as much as she could with him, and she urged that he be placed on her agreement with McDonald's and got him a part in the film Baby Shark. Even so, all that the producers want was her and the children, as per an insider report, the most of the funds for her family. Offset is all about investing and saving. Concerning lavish spending, thus although they both earned a large sum of money while married, currently, the majority of their money is Cardi's, by which I mean around 95% of. And that Cardi isn't just about the money. Possesses real estate in which they own a house. Where in Atlanta are Cardi and the kids? Remain and their New Jersey house. Wherever Card's mom remains, she's starting to. The two houses, but the money on the card. Offset's fortune is much less than his depicts a man's financial expenditures as water, and he doesn't even seem that hot. Do longer see how that life transpires. Seems as though you're not utilizing Cardi. Someone for money and influence at that, grown up and betraying them as well. Every 3 working days, without a doubt. Devilish and admirers are happy that, at last, Cardi had decided to let him go. Of the fans' chaotic marriage. Been all over it, commenting on everything stating, I pray that Carrie had reached her breaking moment, because Offset is not going to stop. A crazy leech released I love you, Cardi. But honestly, she ought to have left Offset after this first. She conned and avoided the draining and humiliation. This is a major illustration of how to never waste time, making an effort to improve someone. And Offset usage Cardi wed her. As a result, every one of their assets is linked to every. The player for genuine is the other Offset. Nevertheless, what are your thoughts on this, is it? Nicki seems to be disclosing Offset and assisting the heart. Let your ideas fall in the remarks below, and then have a look at this subsequent video. Music.